First, we do have a group message for everyone. It's a 3-card message from Spirit, and I'm just sending you loving energy and support wherever you are, whatever you are experiencing this month. And, whether it's eye-opening, heart-opening, maybe you're tapping into strength you've never tapped into before. Maybe you've tapped into parts of yourself that you never knew before. Whatever's happening, I just wish you the knowing that it is for your greatest good, that you are being led on this soul path, that you have not been forgotten, you haven't made a mistake, we haven't veered off course, nothing like that. And actually, the Wheel of Fortune that we got today, first, as the strongest energy in the group reading, absolutely confirms this. The Wheel of Fortune is talking about those things that are destined, and it is telling us that everything is coming together. Even though it looks like things might be falling apart, everything is really coming together for our greatest good, being pulled together divinely. And the divine just had to really yank it out of our hands, right? The divine had to yank each of us out of our own hands and had to pull our lives away from the control of our minds. And the divine had to do this collectively and with each of us individually as well. So then we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess knows the truth. She knows the divine truth. She holds the secrets. She knows everything she needs to know. She has the knowledge and is in tune with the guidance. You can see this here with all these butterflies around, with this staff, with the crystal ball she has. She knows things beyond what her eyes and ears in the world would tell her, definitely beyond what other people would tell her. And this is the guidance that you're going to be going by this month. I mean, hopefully all the time, but this month more than ever. You're going to be asked to be your own divine High Priestess, more than ever, or priest, however you identify. So next is the Star. And with the High Priestess and the Star, this is saying that you are going to feel your guidance more strongly than ever. You're going to feel what your soul is telling you more strongly than ever. You're going to discover the gift of this time, the gift of the isolation, the gift of the quiet, the gift of the removal of what you would normally have had in the past. You're going to discover that gift, and you're going to know it, and you're going to celebrate it. This is going to feel like a good thing. Okay? So this is a month of quiet following of that inner guidance, and we'll all be doing that together. So together and alone with Spirit, but never alone, right? Oxymorons, puzzles, mysteries, and all things in one. That's what the divine is, right? So let me know how this resonates. Enjoy your zodiac reading, and we'll connect again soon. Bye. Hi, Sagittarius. This is your reading for April 2020. And we're asking for your holy guides, angels, archangels, spirit guides, your own higher self, and the divine to come into this reading, and for all of these messages to be for your greatest good and highest purpose. And thank you for using me to relay these messages to Sagittarius. What would you like Sagittarius to know for April 2020? Thank you. The Magician. Your guides want you to know how powerful you are, how truly powerful you are. The Star. Wow. Wow. You're on fire, Sagittarius. You're aligned. You are manifesting like a MFer. You're doing it. Nice. My Beyonce card. This is 9 of Pentacles. This is you being very, very supported and having everything you need. All of the abundance. You've got everything you could need. Okay. So all of that said, look at all that good stuff, okay? Look at all of that, all those ways you're on fire. You are, you know, just, I'm seeing like the archer, just in perfect alignment with the target of what you would like to manifest. You're not missing anything here. You have everything you need in the physical world. You're aligned to be able to manifest and co-create everything you want to receive moving forward. So why would you be worried? The 9 of Swords is worry and anxiety coming in. So, oh, and the 8 of Swords. So even though you have everything going for you on an energetic level, on a soul level, and really, when you think about it, in the physical, you've got what you need and then more. You have a lot to be proud of. You have a lot that other people, you know, look at and go, wow, look at Sagittarius. But inside, your mind is making you kind of nutty this month. And maybe it's just feeling stir crazy. You know, it's feeling worried about the planet, understandably. Because Sagittarius, you do have that big picture view. You do have that, you know, ability to kind of see a very wide view. So maybe you're looking at that, you're getting so worried, but this is all the mind. It's illusion, it's thoughts. It's seeing, you know, the glass half empty when Spirit has given you quite a bit in that glass. And you're in a position now where your guides are saying, okay, Sagittarius, it's going to be very important for you to focus on what you love about your life right now and manifest more of that. Because what you don't want to do is manifest more of this, you know, because anywhere we're putting our thoughts, as you know, we are co-creating. So if you're focusing on the limitations, the things that are wrong, the things you don't like, the things that you're afraid are going to happen, you know, that's just sending all of these birds of, you know, energy out there like little minions to create what you don't want. So this is what you're going to align with, what you do want. You have been healing those wounds that would attract in the stuff you don't want. So it's time to start attracting in things from a more healed place, from a more powerful place. And you've already done some of this. So keep doing that. Okay, don't let anything external or of the mind stop you now. Okay, because you've been doing beautifully. And then that was the Crystal Visions Tarot. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And what is the message for Sagittarius? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's time for you to do the Serenity Prayer in April. Because Sagittarius, I know you want to, you know, be able to save the world. But the way to do that is through focusing on what you're being shown, what you can manifest in your life with the divine through you. You cannot change the things that you cannot control. Okay, so what you can control is your own vibration, your own thoughts. So this is, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the wisdom. No, I always get that part messed up. The courage to change the things I can. That's the things you can change. Your vibration, your thoughts, your words, your actions. That's it. And the wisdom to know the difference, right? So it is time to do that and release the rest to the fates. Because if you don't, it will drive you crazy, Sagittarius. It will drive you crazy this month, and it will make you feel isolated and alone and unhappy. So it's time to shift that. This is a 5. Oh, see, it's time to just like, whoop. Shift that feeling of feeling alone. Change it. Let's change it. What would you like, Sagittarius, to change it to, Spirit? Thank you. Change that feeling to this feeling. Exchanging gifts. Receiving gifts. Giving gifts. Being in flow with the universe. Seeing how those gifts are coming in. Manifesting more of what you want. Giving more of what you want. And then you're receiving more of what you want. And, you know, allowing yourself to receive the gifts. I'm really getting this sense for Sagittarius that you're like, how could I enjoy anything I have in my life right now at a time like this, when all this stuff is happening in the world? Well, the only way to create more, you know, peace and joy and wonderfulness in the world is by enjoying those gifts you're being given. That's the only way, because that's the only thing you have control over. See how this star is in front of her? You know, that one you're focusing on, that's all you can control. And it's time, Sagittarius, for you to release the rest to the divine and say, thank you that you've given me all this, and thank you that you're bringing even more in, and thank you that when you are bringing even more in, you are bettering the world through me. You are healing the planet through me. That is how you're changing the world. And Sagittarius, for some of you, one of you, I don't know who, there's a cardinal bird that's a huge synchronicity, and that cardinal bird just made himself really known to me through the window. He was hiding, hard to see, and then he popped out. So that's for you, whoever you are. And this is your message from Archangel Raphael. Call upon Archangel Raphael for help. This is your healing message for this month. I ask for your healing help with whatever situation. Okay. Thank you for your divine healing intervention. So Sagittarius, again, this is saying, turn those things that you have been worried over, turn them over to the divine. Turn them over to God, the angels, the archangels, Jesus, however you connect. Turn those things over to the divine, because that's where your power is. Not in trying to worry them into submission. That's not going to do it. Okay? All right. So this card says massage, but then it has a message about self-care. So you probably can't run out and get a massage right now, but do the things that massage your soul, whether it's, you know, maybe you can get a massage somehow. Maybe you live with someone who can do that, or maybe you have a machine or whatever. Do that. Or any self-care treatments. It's just important for you to receive, like this card says, receive the gifts, because you're an important part of that flow. It's not all about the yang outflow, Sagittarius. It's about what you're receiving too. And you receiving is what allows you to be part of that flow with the universe. If you're just yanging all the time, putting out energy, then you're never receiving, and you're not participating in the universal flow with the divine. Because the universal flow is the infinity symbol, out and then in, and then out and then in. So you have to receive too, okay? And you need to receive that support and those gifts so that you can be part of the changes, the healing, the good stuff that you want to see, that you so desperately want to see. Okay? All right. So what else would you like for Sagittarius to know? Thank you, Spirit. What else would you like for Sagittarius to know for April? The Hierophant. Yeah, some of this is a little bit of human wanting to be in control. You know, that we're all humans and you're leaders, Sagittarius. So yeah, there's a bit of wanting to be able to control things that you can't, that you're not supposed to, and that it's really not your job to control. So it's time to let go of those things, I lovingly say. And especially if you're doing this in your relationship, it's time for you to let go of that control. It's time for you to allow a bit more flow, a lot more flow, and be vulnerable and open. And again, don't just be trying to control everything, right? Yeah, because you're being moved into some expanse. I'm seeing you moving into, if it's a relationship, you're moving into the next level of intimacy, of, you know, higher love, of higher self-love, and in partnership. And if you're not yet in this relationship, then this is part of you moving into it. Releasing the control, you know, allowing spirit to move you into that flow, and then being open and vulnerable, being willing to let go of the old way, the old ways that made you feel in control. And that's the message across the whole thing for you, is letting go of those things that made you feel in control. So this month, Sagittarius, I would really, the guides are saying, you know, use that serenity prayer. Use that serenity prayer to remind you. And also the mantra, thy will, not mine, be done. So I hope you'll let me know how this resonates, and we will connect again soon. Have a wonderful April. Bye.